All right, I am with one of our wonderful clients, Shirley Blair, and we've been talking more recently about her hydration. And when we first started talking, how was your hydration, Shirley?
Horrible.
Speak up.
Horrible.
Yeah, so what we did is we just kind of talked about some basic facts and actually showed her information that's accessible through Mayo Clinic, speaking to how any woman should have at least 11 and a half cups of water per day, not including any activity. And so Shirley and I set out to set a game plan and put it into action. Prior to the game plan, Shirley, what were you telling me about your eyes, your nose, your throat?
I would dry out. In the middle of the night, I'd have to get up and I would put drops in my eyes or my nose or take a drink of water or whatever liquid happened to be available. I'd take a couple of sips and then I'd go back to bed again. And sometimes I could get up 2-3 times a night and do that. Since I started my water routine, I found that I'm better. My eyes don't dry out as much, and my nose and my mouth, I'm not looking for liquid.
And what span of time are we talking about between before and when you started putting your water routine into action?
Actually, a couple of days.
So that's awesome. And then let's talk about your water routine itself, because one thing we talked about right away was we don't necessarily have to start just with water. So share what your water routine actually is.
My routine is actually I'll have a hot chocolate in the morning, and sometime between breakfast and lunchtime I'll have a 16-ounce bottle of water. And then at lunchtime I'll either have water or I'll have iced coffee or something like that. And then in the afternoon I try for another bottle of water, Arrowhead water. And then at dinner time I'll have probably a glass of water. And then sometimes I'll nurse a soda all night long when we're sitting and we're watching television or whatever. Or sometimes I'll have a soda maybe in the afternoon. And that's about it. And I can get up to maybe about, 2 16-ounces, 32. And I'm up to maybe close to 48, 50 ounces of water.
And we're moving up from there.
And we're moving up from there, and I'll be floating around.
So big keys, it doesn't have to be just water, everybody, to be hydration. It can be other things. One of the things that Shirley and I did talk about was when she says soda and when she says hot chocolate, they're diet versions. They do not have a caloric impact, and they're also not containing caffeine. They're decaffeinated options. So that is a consideration. But I know for many people, they get frustrated because they just don't like water, or they just have a real difficult time drinking water. And so that was what Shirley and I talked about is, first, let's focus on getting 11 and a half cups of liquid, whatever that may be. We can always work on the quality of that over time. But as you can hear from her, just getting up to the quantity that she has in literally 2 days, less dry eye, less dry nose, better feeling overall. She didn't tell you this, but she has also lost 4 pounds. So something to be said for one, considering that one habit usually affects others. In her case, she's noticed that she's eating less ice cream, less snacks, and it just kind of happened. She didn't force it, it just started to happen. So, moral of the story, we're talking about hydration, we're talking about the amazing Shirley and her change. Follow suit, don't be afraid to just add liquid, whatever that may be. Be sensitive to things that do have caffeine or calories that will affect you. And get to it.